Hi everyone, today I will be speaking from the book of Joshua, Joshua chapter 3 verse 5. Joshua says to the people of God, consecrate yourself, tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things among you. And as the people consecrate themselves, they're given 24 hours. Joshua tells them, tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things among you. So God has given them time for preparation, prep time. And as the people consecrate themselves, the following day, they are to cross the river Jordan to get to the next point, to get to their promised land, to cross over the river Jordan. And as the people step their feet into the overflowing river Jordan, the Bible says that this was around the harvest time, and around the harvest time, the Jordan is at a flood stage. As in, the river is almost like a flood. So the people are supposed to cross through that flooded river. Now, if people cross that river Jordan around harvest time at a flood stage, when there is a flood, people try to cross over, what happens? People drown. But since God has asked them to consecrate themselves and people have been obedient to God's words, and as they cross the river Jordan, the river is totally flooded, but the river does not drown them, the river does not destroy them. In fact, the overflowing water is cut off and it stands as a heap on either side, and God makes a way miraculously for the people to pass through to their destination. And people witness a miracle, a great miracle on that day. If you are actually in that situation where there is all floods and we want to cross over, it is a very, very difficult thing. And when during that flood, when there is if we had to see a way, we would know that this was only God's work. If not for God, we would not find a way. So that day people witness a great miracle. So how do we consecrate ourselves and have God do amazing things for us too?
Hello everyone, my name is Shraddha and I'm from Hyderabad. I work for an international company in Hyderabad. I come from a Hindu family. So I basically was working with Monster.com where I met Benjamin, and one day he introduced me to his wife, Sophie. So during the same time, after a couple of months, I actually lost my father, and I have a younger brother. So me, my brother and my mom, we were really pampered by my father, and it was a shock for us losing him all of a sudden. One day, I called Sophie ma'am and I said, ma'am, things are just not happening. And I asked her to pray for me, especially during the time wherein this lockdown happened. I was working from home, and so I basically work in a sales environment wherein reaching our targets is a major thing for us. So there were two big deals which I was basically relying on, and if those deals didn't come through, my target would have never happened. And I happened to call Sophie ma'am and I told her, ma'am, I request you to please pray for these two big deals, because these deals were big and they would take me, I would basically do my number. The customers, I used to talk to them day and night. They said, Gupta, it cannot happen. We are not ready for it right now. But after a lot of prayers from Sophie ma'am, I don't know, it's just a miracle that these deals happened, and my faith grew even more stronger, and I was awarded as the best salesperson for that particular quarter. Moreover, another thing, after that, a couple of weeks back, I basically got to know that I'm moving into another team, and I was not too happy with that particular announcement which happened. So I was basically, I was going through these panic attacks. I used to have sleepless nights. So 2 nights wherein I hadn't sleep. Finally, I got up one day morning and I asked Sophie ma'am that, ma'am, I think I just want to quit. That morning, I was very depressed. I was very sad, unhappy. I just didn't know what to do. I told my director, I just want to quit. And he said, we'll talk about it later. But I had made a decision that I want to quit. And I just told Sophie ma'am that, ma'am, I want you to pray for me. She said, okay, Shraddha. She said she will pray for me, and she asked me to call asked me to call in the evening. When I called her in the evening, she only told me one thing: Shraddha, I've prayed for you and things will happen the way you want it. That one line just stuck in my head, and I continued. And today, it's been 6 months I'm working in the team. Last 3 months, I did my number. I have so much faith in Jesus that He will never let me down. One thing I've learned: Jesus does not discriminate as to what religion are you from. You come to Him with a pure heart, with faith. At the end, I just want to say, He sent Sophie ma'am as a medium for me to go to Him, and I thank Sophie ma'am for dedicating all that time what she has dedicated for me and my family, the way she prays for us. Jesus, I thank you. Thank you for bringing me close to you. Happy holidays. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Last April, for my birthday, I wanted an electric guitar, but my mom said it was not the right time because my dad was getting only 50% of his salary during lockdown. But then she said we could pray, and she gave me this chit. So me and my mom worshipped together, and then she told me to pray for the guitar. But I did not pray for the guitar. Instead, I said, Jesus, let my guitar's delivery be smooth, and thank you for my guitar. Then my brother came up with an idea that every time someone gets a 50 rupees note, they'll give it to me for my guitar. And everyone in the house started getting 50 rupee notes. So I was collecting a lot of money. The same month, my dad got his full salary plus his incentive, and my aunt gave me a cash gift. Then my brother checked the guitar that I liked on Amazon and saw that the guitar dropped to 50% off. And within a few days, I got my guitar. Okay, I want to thank Jesus for always giving me what I've asked for and giving me a good family. Merry Christmas.